FM stars. How are you all? Today we will continue with our chapter. The name of the chapter is Structural Change, and this is from book 2. Today we will cover following topic: meaning of industrialization and deindustrialization. Here we talk about the colonial experience. Industrialization is the emergence of machine production based on the use of inanimate power resources like steam or electricity. Power is used not only in factories but also in transport, communication, tourism, and agriculture. So, industrialization is the process by which an economy is transformed from primarily agricultural to one based on the manufacturing of goods. It is the most important feature of modern era. It has gained importance along with the development of civilization. In fact, industrialization is the process by which new industries have been set up on a very large scale, and the small scale industries are converted into large scale industries. A prime feature of an industrial society is that a large majority of the employed population works in factories, offices, or shops rather than agriculture. So we can say that individuals' manual labor is replaced by mechanized mass production, and craftsmen are replaced by assembly line production. Britain was the first country to undergo industrialization and turned from a rural society to an urban society in 1800. Less than 20% of the population, we can say nearly 10,000 people, live in town or cities, but by 1900 this population increased to 74%. If we talk in 1800, 11 lakh people live in the capital city, that is London, which number increased to 70 lakh by 1900. At that time, London was the most populated city of the world. It had a vast manufacturing, commercial, and financial center at the heart of a still expanding British Empire. The impact of British industrialization was just the opposite in India. It led to the deindustrialization in some sector of small industries and also led to the decline of urbanization. While manufacturing boomed in Britain, the traditional silk and cotton manufacturers from India could not face the Manchester competition. During this period, cities like Surat, Machilipatnam declined, while Bombay and Madras grew. Here we talk about decentralization. It is a process of social and economic change caused by the removal or reduction of industrial capacity or activity in a country or region, especially of heavy industry or manufacturing industry. It is the opposite of industrialization. The decreasing of factory workers or in the national production in the primary and secondary industrial sector of the prosperous Western countries is indicative of a deindustrialization. The decreasing capital investment and extreme decline in manufacturing, along with increase in the service sector, planning and production, also confirm the increase in deindustrialization. Now we talk about early industrialization in India. Historical research has revealed that before colonialism there was intensive and high trade in India. We have a rich history of Indian industry in the past. India occupied an important place in the 18th century. That is why India was called the workshop of the world. Apart from the cotton and textile, the silk of Banaras, Surat, Baroda, Tanjore were equally famous. These were embroidered with gold or silver strands. In Rajasthan, stone work was done. The Taj Mahal of Agra is a testimony to the workmanship in marble. Moreover, the craft of paper, ivory, leather, and glass were also famous at that time. All these art and craft declined during the British period. The reason that led to this decline can be summed up as follows. I will give you the reasons. First, the Industrial Revolution in England and its effect. Second reason was the end of kings and nawabs. Third, new interest of people under the influence of Western culture. Fourth, the advent of the British in India and establishing colonialism. Fifth, restrictive taxes on Indian goods. Sixth, mechanization and the competition arising out of it. Seventh, turning Indian economy toward agriculture. Eighth, indifferent attitude of the craftsmen. These were some of the reasons that led to this decline. Because of industrialization in Britain, the urban sectors had started overcrowded in Britain, while in India, people started moving from the cities to the villages. They gave up their artistic and creative talent to engage in agriculture. Cities are the main center of the economy of a country. Coastal cities like Mumbai, Kolkata, Chennai are the foundation of trade and commerce. The import and export activities are carried out from these cities. The British government had established these metropolitan cities, which are the concrete expression of global capitalism. And during the British period, Bombay was planned and developed so that by 1900, more than 3/4 of India's raw cotton was shipped through the city. Similarly, Calcutta exported jute, while Madras sent coffee, sugar, indigo dyes, and cotton to Britain. That's it with today's session. Hope you all understand that. If there is any kind of doubt, feel free to ask. Thank you.